Oh dear.
Rahal. Probably just eat the giant.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, he looks tasty. Have a step and eat.
Good hellhound.
Bite. Oh no.
Giant falls with a crash. Head splintering against the wall of this tower.
As Hellbark digs into his guts.
Nope, that was Freyla.
Oh, whatever.
Boiling blood spewing anywhere. Gosh.
So if you don't make up my
Visible.
hellhound, I get very upset if you do that.
5-foot step. And attack. What?
What? How
hit
do you...
once. She has 6 negative levels.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. I forgot that. I was like, huh, that's a lot lower than I thought possible at this point.
Well, there's one hit for
Worse.
14 plus. You forgot the sneak attack.
Oh yeah,
damage.
sneak attack.
Oh, I...
It's another 32.
Wait. Not supposed to be that high, I don't think. But negative levels.
Really?
Oh. Then...
You would lose... You get 1d6 per every other level, right? So
Yeah,
you,
every
for
other
5
level, so
levels,
you
you would
lose
lose
3d6.
2. 3d6, yeah.
Oh.
For now. Well, horse.
11.
It's
Oh, you give him to him anyway?
Yeah, I mean, he's dead anyway. Horse.
Oh. Who's... Well, he's left.
Charge.
Rawr.
Might as well attack him. Charge, why not?
Yeah, whatever these bugbears expected, they didn't get it.
26.
Right.
I don't know what they really expected. You know, it's not for fun that we got that rank we got.
Attacks hitting the dog twice for 22 damage. Ogre's floating.
Have you tried switching the
Sorry, yes.
to other maps, DDS?
That's the problem. When I switch to other maps, it causes it to crash.
Okay.
That's exactly what happened to me last time.
Yeah, try installing Java runtime.
Yeah. I'll give you a link if you don't know where to find it.
Well, sending me a link won't do anything because I can't access Skype on my laptop. Which I'm having to use this. I can't use my main computer right now for this.
Why
How
not?
much physically won't start.
That's strange.
Yeah, how much he refuses to start. So,
Sounds like a bug or possibly a virus. I seem to recall having that.
it's not a virus. My computer. Okay, I will check that.
Can you just
Anyway, so how many are actually left? Let's have a look.
There's 2 ogres down there. They're not going anywhere. And then there's like 2 bugbears.
Does it even seem worthwhile doing anything?
There's 3 bugbears and 2 ogres.
Oh, there's not really a whole lot there. I mean, they're just bugbears. You know what? So I'll fly so I'm like looking down upon the bugbear to the south,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to breathe fire down at him using my flame breath.
Sure.
So he has to succeed on a reflex save.
He doesn't.
In that case, he takes 13d4 fire damage, which I can actually... Can I roll? No, I can't. Someone else will do it.
I will. 13d4.
All the
29.
d4s. It's fireball level of damage from D4s.
It's grilled. Kyron.
Well, you know, Kyron doesn't get to use his fireballs often, so why not enjoy this opportunity? These ogres, they're nice target shooting. So I won't bother drawing anything because I am going to hit them both. DC 17 for 45 damage.
Right. Floating corpses.
Kyron just points and shoots casually.
Well, if I aim somewhere in that direction, he'll be fried anyway.
Do you think this will be the last time they attack us?
If word gets around, maybe.
Well, there might be no one left.
We can leave one.
Well, some of them escaped already, so they can tell their friends.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I think Firex is going to be slightly pissed and may also instruct his people to be more careful who they choose to attack.
I think we gave that instruction pretty clearly already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, actually, Jake gave me the solution to actually get my main commodity to start back up there.
Alright, so guys, we'll...
That's the thing Jake sent. I had that problem before.
Well, Jake said it's made it so I actually started up now, so...
Alright, so guys, we'll... let's see, what's the range for this, actually? Well, that won't do. That won't do at all. So guys, flies over here. That's in range. And he throws a ear-piercing scream at the Bugbear Elite 14. He will need to make a Fortitude save, DC 20.
Right. He succeeds.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, well. I guess that is the good save they have. 13, half of 13, so that's 6 thunder damage, sonic damage.
Actually better at reflexing.
Really? Interesting.
Seems so.
And that's it.
Not that any of them are particularly good. Marcus?
Jake.
Jake, if you're talking, you're muted.
Aha, I'm muted. I thought I unmuted myself, and then apparently the little thing didn't go all the way, so I was still muted. Yeah, I was gonna say, should I dominate him for fun or just kill him?
Do you want
up
a
to
bugbear
you.
slave?
Not even. No, I don't want a bugbear slave.
Do you want
I'm
a
gonna charge. I'm gonna charge over here, and he's gonna. Yeah. $28 damage. $28 poor unfortunate bugbear damage.
Tut tut tut.
Wheeler?
Died on the day of his promotion. That's really sad.
Yeah.
Well, Vela can't really do anything. Skip turn.
Sky will turn and attack Horus for his life.
Oh,
That was cute.
Wheeler?
close but no cigar.
Wow.
Alright,
I get to control Raylar now,
Ah,
I
look
exist.
who's in control now.
and I declare. What's the move speed? 40 foot. Well, That looks like a charge.
Sure.
Dun 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 dun.
Charge!
There's that, and there's charge, and
And there he goes, I assume.
That's 29 damage.
Exciting fight, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, the poor unfortunate things.
They could have stopped.
It should be said there were also some goblins, but there's no reason to have them on here.
Goblins take one look at us like, eh.
They basically, you can imagine like behind here,
Mhm.
behind the tower, there's standing a whole bunch of like 13 of them just looking, considering when to join, and they decided just not to. And now they will wait until you're done, and they can go pick over the bugbears. Or whatever scraps they might have.
Not if we pick over them first. We need pants, after all.
It's true. How much copper do...
Not all of them have pants.
Oh, I see.
Well, if the bugbears have any obvious treasures on them, we'll get them.
Yeah.
It seems like these ones have been pretty much found. This place has been staking around, hoping for someone to go find the treasure in here.
Alright, well, Zacharias turns around to the party. Very well then, my friends. He looks at the smouldering ashes and heaps of bodies and blood around them. That was a little bit of fun exercise. Now, shall we leave? I at least have a few crown jewels to look over. He smiles.
it appears someone's life force needs restoring. Looking at Lady Cash.
Cash nods and looks a little weak.
That is certainly your domain, Asurius. We leave her in your capable hands. Zacharias smiles
It will require
maliciously.
judging though by what's been taken. It's going to take a little bit of energy to restore. I'll see how much diamond dust it's going to require. Not a lot, but
I'm sure you'll manage, somehow.
Very well then. Zacharias takes the bag with the crown jewels and flies away towards the prison.
Does anyone walk?
No.
Cash is right.
I mean, me and Cash in the back of Hell House.
Right, could you roll one of you roll a d20?
You can do it.
Okay. I'm not proud of it.
Alright. You make it back home.
See, you did good enough.
Make it back home and did not spot.
Oh, Chiron overshot.
Whee! Crash lands at the Gattleton.
These new wings, it's hard to get used to.
Oh, that's true. True.
Apparently, I miss say it again. You gave you the cost last time. Last time I said it'd be like 600 gold to restore. No. Because it's temporary negative levels. So actually, it says it dispels temporary negative levels,
Yes.
not levels. So actually, only 100. The 500 gold refund.
I haven't withdrawn any money.
I thought last time you said you already took it out. Okay.
No.
That was 100 gold pieces.
I'll take away 100 gold pieces.
Are we sticking with a pool again for now, or?
I have it in a huge pile. I mean, we can split
Okay.
it up.
I didn't know. I'm okay with that. I just didn't know if we split it up last time or what.
We pile it up and then we split it up at some point.
We'll figure that out later, I think.
Yep.
But you guys are going to see me drag Cash away too.
So tell me again.
No.
Tell me again. Like, why do you use a Midnight over Hellbrand?
Because Midnight's just better for fighting regular enemies. Hellbrand's best against good outsiders, but Midnight I have other cool things that I can do with it when I'm not fighting good outsiders, so. It's mainly for critting and then if I need to channel.
Right.
And then Hellbrand is superior against good outsiders. So.
Right.
Yeah, when the angels
That's
arrive,
correct.
Hellbrand is drawn from its scabbard.
Yeah. It's more of a specialty weapon. I wouldn't. Yeah.
It's like the Silver Sword in The Witcher.
Yeah. One sword for mooks and one sword for strong enemies.
Exactly.
It's not. The normal enemies aren't worthy to use it on.
Exactly.
Mhm.
This is a sliver of hell made incarnate. It's great. So Zacharias will go over the crown jewels and try to estimate the value, because that's
Sure.
just interesting.
Praise.
Sure, hang on.
And we got just
Karen
gonna
will
wear them.
assist.
What does Karen have in appraise? Like,
Nothing.
Kyron actually makes it harder.
stop! Shut up, Karen! Shut up!
Like, I don't think these are real.
I think they're made
Let
of,
me just
of
bite them to
glass.
see if they're made of
Can
gold.
can I, if, I'm home at the office and kick Karen out? Can I take 20 on this? Like, take my time.
Kyron's hammering on the door. Well,
Ah!
you can spend the day doing that, yeah.
Oh God.
Let's take a look. Looking over them, they appear to be very sort of well made. They also appear to be very old. However, they're not sort of fragile in their make. Much of them is pure gold. They will undoubtedly be completely recognizable anywhere as the crown jewels of Davrin. One of the cities that actually has them. And as he looks at them, he sees that they're probably maybe even worth more than the one in Matherin.
Really?
City being one of knights and nobles and such, clearly in the past has been quite the wealthy place. He will estimate that all this stuff, the crown, the scepter, the robes, these things that he picked up, would be worth 40,000 gold. If a place could be found, or someone could be found who was willing to buy them.
So Zacharias would probably contact the Baroness and ask if she is interested in buying these things.
Oh, how will he do that? Let's have that conversation.
Sure.
Do it.
Well, Zacharias can certainly fly over. He will bring the bag with them, with the things
Just-
with him.
Do a deserter.
Is it in the middle of the night then?
Yeah, do a
Start
deserter.
checking these over.
I mean, I could certainly do a deserter. It's probably very effective.
It's the most appropriate way, right?
It is. It's the best way. It's the only way.
Zacharias will, he will scry on the Baroness to find out where she is.
All right. At the moment, she is sitting in a room you would assume is her bedroom. She is wearing a white sort of nightgown, and she seems to be sort of staring at the table with completely blank eyes.
Oh. That's interesting. Is she
She doesn't
under
appear to be moving.
Is she under the effect of some spell, perhaps? Can Zacharias see that?
Maybe you can try spellcraft.
That's certainly something he's pretty good at.
He can see that this is probably an effect. It is probably some sort of divination effect, although he can't actually surely pinpoint what. It might be of a divine nature.
Oh, interesting. Very well. Zacharias will... the room where we met her for tea and stuff, was that like a ballroom
Also
or
dining
something?
room.
Dining room, okay. You know. Yeah, well, why not? Zacharias will teleport, not into her bedroom. He's a gentleman, of course. But he'll teleport into the dining room and probably scare the shit out of someone.
There's currently no one there.
Alright. As he appears, he will, is there like a service bell or something in the dining room?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will ring the service bell.
A guard, seemingly, will stick his head in the door. He does not wearing armor currently.
Zacharias smiles, his cold
Says,
smile.
Sir,
Fetch me the Baroness, if you would. I have something to discuss with her. And he, sits down in one of the chairs.
he seems slightly sort of perplexed, confused. He says, "She wish, sir, tea."
Yes, please.
He nods as he walks back in the kitchen. A little while goes, and then
Zacharias, while the while goes, he will arrange the crown jewels on the on the table in front of him, and drape them over with like a piece of, I don't know, black silk or something, like so you can remove it dramatically.
They were laying on some black silk.
Oh,
So-
wonderful,
Let's use that.
wonderful.
Yeah, the Baroness will come now dressed nicely in her red gown. She's clearly put on her necklace and earrings and such. Put up her hair. It didn't take a whole damn lot of time.
Oh,
She must be efficient, or just and noble.
sure.
She comes in. The tea has already been delivered.
Hmm.
Put it precariously next to Zacharias, trying not to put it or let it touch the cloth.
Yeah, Zacharias will have a sip of tea.
Sure.
Contemplate the situation as he waits for the Baroness. Once she arrives, he will smile his most heartwarming smile, which is not, something that probably would make children scream in terror and like farm animals throw themselves into a stampede. But he will smile towards Baroness. Oh, I need my token here.
Yeah, we can have a map. It's okay.
I don't know where my token is really.
Let me bring it for you. Zacharias is always easy to find because he has a name that starts with Z.
Hmm.
Looks like he's sitting over here.
Sure.
Like that. She steps in the door. She sort of smiles at him, and she doesn't really seem tired as such. Maybe even a little more sort of energetic than when it was day.
Interesting. Oh, Baroness.
Closer. A night visitor, my lord. What a pleasant surprise.
Yes, I do aim to please those who please me. Zacharias smiles. I hope I didn't disturb anything important.
And nothing that cannot be redone.
Excellent.
And what is this? A gift, perhaps?
More a business proposal as such. You, Baroness, have already gotten quite a gift from us in form of the signet ring, yes?
That's, of course, I have.
Zacharias.
I'm not asking for favors. I'm merely asking questions.
Of course. Well, the ring was a token of friendship and a symbol of goodwill, as it were. This, Zacharias motions towards the black silk, this is more of a business proposal. As I have told you before, the lords are interested in business. We run a wide variety of enterprises and organizations. Plus, I am involved in some very advanced research. All of this costs a lot of money, and he smiles. Since we rescued a few trinkets from the bugbears, I thought I'd give you a first refusal before we sell these off to, the rogues' quarter in Gastenhall. He smiles. And then with a dramatic snap of the fingers, he will use, mage hand or something and remove the cloth from the crown jewels.
Sure. The candlelight in the room is sort of, bouncing off these golden, shining objects, filling the room with sort of glittering light, reflecting very much in her eyes as she looks upon them. Sort of her mouth opening slightly and then curving into a smile.
These were about to fall into the hands of bugbears and giants and other foul creatures, goblins I think too, but me and the other lords rescue them. He smiles. As I said, we are on the hunt for money and resources, and thus, as another token of our appreciation and friendship, first refusal goes to you, Baroness. would you be willing to purchase these from us?
Not slowly. I might very well, my lord. My heritage has so long been in the wrong hands. I must admit, though, he sort of reaches out, almost to touch them, looking at you.
Zacharias had his cold smile and his unsettling eyes, filled with some weird void stuff in them, and by now probably looking at her. He doesn't stop her.
She will take up the crown, sort of run her hands along its sort of cold metal side. As she picks it up and looks at it, looks at the gems and such. Appreciates it, clearly. She looks at him and says, I might have to ask you for a favor then. My money is not stored here. I have much of it in banks in Gastenhall. Perhaps if I were to gain access to that.
Oh, I see. Zacharias must certainly. Baroness, transportation can be arranged.
Good.
I won't even charge for it. He smiles.
Miles. Perhaps I can someday repay you in another way.
Let's all hope so. Why don't we? Zacharias looks at the crown jewels. Good. And the price for these, yes?
Raises an eyebrow. How much would you ask?
Zacharias seems to consider, well, the workmanship is quite exquisite. He sort of looks them up and down. How about 50,000 gold? 10,000 for each of the lords.
She looks at it and sort of looks at her and says, I suppose this will be the only chance I have. You will likely not find any other buyer who would wish to pay this much for obviously stolen goods. However, I do have some sentimental reasons. And perhaps the additional can be spent well on your part. Consider my agreement to this a way to aid your cause. I shall bring out much of all my funding as soon as I can get to Gaston.
Zacharias makes a nod towards her. Much appreciated, Baroness. It is a true pleasure to do business with you. He looks around.
Thank you. I must, however, insist I should be brought to Gaston Hall, and many of my guards, if possible, brought with me. There I would need a few weeks to acquire the funds. There are securities in place. In addition, I would not want to raise too much suspicion by, well, taking out my entire estate in one day.
Certainly. That is quite understandable. We have a small mansion in the Lord's quarters of Gaston Hall if you wish to stay there. If you have your own accommodations, of course, you can of course use them.
I have friends I can stay with.
Excellent, excellent. Very well then. We can depart as soon as you are ready to do so, Baroness. The amount of guards you can bring with you is rather limited, I am afraid, for now. Bring 5 of your most trusted servants and guards. That should be enough, yes?
Absolutely. And of course my mansion will be kept safe while I'm away.
Of course.
So I wouldn't want anyone to destroy it. It has, too, some sentimental value.
Zacharias nods. I can arrange for some of the thorn blades. Oh, sorry, Vestromos. He recently changed families, you see. To post some of his knights here for added protection. They are quite skilled and trained.
That would be good. Very well then. Perhaps tomorrow evening I'll have time to pack my things.
Zacharias smiles. Excellent then, Baroness.
Should I keep these? I can pack them securely.
Zacharias looks at the crown jewels and then looks at the Baroness, quirks an eyebrow. I'm going to grab the goods before it's paid, I see. He smiles. Ah, very well. Do know, though, Baroness, that if this falls out and you try to disappear with these, we will find you.
He frowns slightly and says, I cannot see a way in which what you're saying is not an insult, my lord.
Zacharias grins. Well, apologies, Baroness. We do deal with a lot of unsavory types. Perhaps the normality of such types simply got the better of me at this point. I haven't been in proper company for quite some time, I'm afraid to say.
Perhaps then at some point we shall share a pot of tea without business to consider.
That would be much appreciated, I'm sure.
She nods.
Zacharias then gets up. Very well. These are then in your care, and I will return tomorrow evening for transportation for you and your guards to Gaston Hall.
She nods. Yes. In addition, something I meant to talk to you about, or rather to mention to you at least.
Yes.
The lords as a whole. Whenever one of you showed up. I was approached by what seemed to be people thinking they could start a resistance. They wanted my guards to join, and we, of course, adamantly refused. It seems that they have gathered quite a few followers and might become a problem. They could not push the enemy, the fire axe out of the city, but they will damn well try and might do a lot of damage while trying. I don't know where they lair, but I do know that they exist.
I see. Excellent. We will keep our eyes out for them. If they are so large, I doubt they can stay hidden for too long before we sniff them out. Do you have a name, a leader, perhaps, or some such?
She shakes her head. There are many who could be the leading of such a thing, but I do not know who would have survived to do so.
Zacharias says as you're understood, and we will look into it. Thank you for the information. And then he gets up. Looks down at the crown jewels, smiles to himself, and then, bows to the Baroness. Very well then, tomorrow night then, Baroness.
She curtsies.
And Zacharias snaps his fingers and disappears in... basically, when it teleports, it looks like shadows rise up around him and basically envelop him and just, implodes into himself. And it's gone. I think I need to be moved too. Thank you. Zacharias will return to his room. First thing it does, it will be to sweep out into the corridor and see if we can find the rest of the party.
Catherine will likely be skulking about, being annoyed that you kicked him out of his room.
You were hammering at the door, screaming at me. Couldn't concentrate.
They're worthless, Zacharias. It's not even real gold. Let me bite the crown. I need to check.
Just a huge bite mark over the crown, like, oh.
I'm sure they're worth more now.
God damn it.
Yeah, in that case, you find Azurus and Cash actually on the beach.
Ugh.
Party with hellhounds.
Zacharias will, in passing, tell Karen that he sold the crown for 50,000 gold to the Baroness, which will be 10,000 gold each later on. She needs to get the money though, and he will assist her with teleportation tomorrow.
How is Kyron gonna react to that he sold them for what he thinks is way too much?
Well, on the one hand, good for him. On the other hand, of course, Zacharias would sell them to that woman.
That woman!
But Kyron doesn't believe that crown jewels are worth anything.
Well, that just confirms his prejudice against the woman, that she's stupid.
I am, very happy that we got 50k for it. That's a very nice pile of money.
How much were they worth anyway?
40. I estimated it to 40.
Really, you're ripping her off?
No, I'm playing on her sentimental values. Like the materials and the craftsmanship is excellent, so it was probably worth 40 out of that. But it's sentimental values, and she loves the city.
She personally wants them, which boosts the price.
Yeah, I'm a businessman, right? See.
Yeah, sure.
And plus, there is a high demand for them. I mean, who's gonna, how many of them do exist?
Well, the Zacharias
Very high.
will grunt to Kyron to tell Marcus, and he will fly out a window down to the beach.
How is Kyron supposed to know where Marcus is?
He's in his coffin as always.
Oh, okay.
He never goes anywhere. He's like a shut-in.
And Kyron will go knock at his coffin and tell him to come, I suppose.
What does the room where Marcus's coffin is look like?
Jake.